Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I will be taking you guys on a tour of downtown Houston Tunnel. In a city of more than 200 million people, you would think that Houston downtown should be filled with pedestrians, people walking just like New York City or Chicago, but that never happens in Houston downtown. Especially if you're in Houston in the morning, in the downtown in the morning, at all times of the day, you hardly see anyone in the streets. And the reason is because there's actually an underground tunnel. And this underground tunnel is, there is everything that you would actually need for the most part. This tunnel it's actually 20 feet below Houston's downtown streets, and it's more than 6 miles long. It includes restaurants, service retail, and connects 95 city blocks. So I've worked in downtown for years, and right now I work remote, but when I used to be working in the office, I would normally utilize the tunnel almost on a daily basis. Reason being that during my lunch hour, I would walk and it would be in the tunnel, or if I needed to buy something to eat, then it would mean that I would go into the tunnel. But there are other, you have options. You could be on the street level. There are restaurants on the street level as well, as streets where you can walk on the street level, and there are parks inside downtown as well where you can actually walk. But me personally, I preferred walking in the tunnel, and the reason being that it's cool, especially in the summer. It's cooler in the tunnel, so I would just prefer walking in the tunnel a lot of times. Like I said, if you work in downtown or even visit downtown, there are options for you to directly access the tunnel, and this is through Wells Fargo Plaza or the McKinney Garage on Main Street. You can actually, if you go there, you can actually have direct access. There are entryways where you can have direct access to the tunnel, but you can also utilize the tunnel entry points through street level stairs, escalators, elevators, and inside office buildings. Personally, I normally access the tunnel through 1600 Smith Street because that's pretty much where it's closer to where I work. So I normally just get in through there. But at this tunnel, there are several things that you can actually do. You can dine in there. There's several restaurants, there's retail, shopping, and the tunnel is open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you can also take guided tours with local company. For one, I was at the tunnel this past week, and it was a little different from how it used to be before, because a lot of companies now have their employees either working remote or doing hybrid, where they come into the office maybe 2 days a week or every other week. So it's very different. The tunnel is not it's not packed as it used to be, but before the pandemic, the tunnel used to be like really, really packed. And also, another thing is, I was at the tunnel on a Friday, and typically on a Friday, even before the pandemic, on a Friday, you would never, there were not so many people in the tunnel. Reason being, a lot of companies have the 980 schedule where employees work every other Friday. So you find some Fridays, there are a lot of people. Some Fridays it's empty. And another thing is, when I went into the tunnel, I went in there today. When I went into the tunnel, I went in past, maybe a few minutes past 2. So definitely a lot of places to eat were closing because a lot of, like I said, there are not too many employees in the office today. So so they close early. I mean, the restaurants close early. And another thing, like I said, it's not as busy as it used to be previously. But let me just take you guys along the tunnel. And if you ever are in downtown Houston, and if it's during the week, please just visit the tunnel. And if you need to eat, any restaurants that you have on the upper level, you can find them. For the most part, you can find some of them in the tunnel. So it's just a nice, a little walk and a tour for you to see something different that's on the street level. But I will take you guys with me on the street level as well, but not today. Today is just the tunnel so that you can see. Enjoy. Thank you.